Hi, my name is Martin Wallace, and behind the camera is Maria Rosenblum, and we are working on a project called the Green Room Project. This project is inspired by an experience I had many years ago when I went to camp in the North Carolina mountains. The camp counselors would take us out on a hiking trail and spread us out far enough from each other that we couldn't see each other, talk to each other, couldn't hear each other. And they asked us to just sit and observe our surroundings for a half an hour. And what I noticed is in that half an hour, it was as though the place where I was sitting slowly came back to life. It really made a deep impression on me. What I noticed is when you go into a place in nature, it gets quiet because everything that's there gets scared. And if you stay long enough, the creatures that live in that place, they come back to life. They realize you're not there to do anything to them, and they start going about their business. And it's a unique experience that I realize I never would have had if someone hadn't called my attention to it. And throughout my life, I've made a very serious effort to carve out time from my life every year to go out and have that experience as often as I can. And living now in New York City, it has become more of a challenge to do that. And I've also noticed that around me, there are many more people who actually either can't or don't. My goal with this project is to take films of these remote areas. I'll leave a camera, actually it's 5 cameras, in one of these places and go away and capture about an hour of footage with the purpose of getting that experience as quickly as possible of a nature that's not being disturbed by me or by humans, so that I can bring it back and project it here for others to experience. This is the rig. It's an adapter that this one holds 5 cameras. These are these little GoPro cameras. They're sport cameras that people usually use for filming themselves when they're riding a bicycle or surfing or downhill skiing. You can mount them on your helmet or your chest, but we've got this special rig here, and it's just going to stay still in some natural setting for an hour. And all 5 of them are going to get an hour's worth of footage, and then we have to process all that footage, that's one of the harder parts of this. The easy part is going out hiking. The reason I'm using 5 cameras is I'm trying to create as much as possible the experience of being in that place, whether it's an ocean by the beach or if it's in the mountains or if it's a lakeside, so that then I can project this image in a dome or another space designed such that the viewer can go and immerse themselves in this experience. Essentially, it's nature without the bug bites and with climate control. There are a lot of people who either can't or don't go put themselves in these natural settings, in part because it's very difficult for most people to do that. Now, some people can't. This could be a great boon to the health of people who are in hospitals or who are in nursing homes. I also want to be able to bring this to people who are in prison. It's I think, inhumane to take someone, even if they've misbehaved by society standards, to then also take away from them access to something that can be so healing and that ideally might contribute to their rehabilitation. We know from research that being able to look at nature, being able to be in nature is healing. And so for these people who can't, they're forbidden to go there, they're trapped in one place, they can actually at least have a window on that world. This is what the project is all about. We've got all of our equipment for the first phase, and now we're working on, we need to go camping and gather the films. We're going to very remote settings that won't be disturbed by airplanes flying overhead or people, leaf blowers, the sounds that we humans make. But we need help for the other equipment that we'll need when it comes to editing the information. So we're raising money to get a projector, we're raising money for the dome, we're also raising money for external hard drives and a computer to process all the information and edit it. So my hope is that you will make a donation, and in return for your donations we have some incentives that we're offering, such as we have audio files of the recordings that I'm making. We'll have the DVDs available. At a certain level, you get producer credit, and you can get free tickets to come to the opening of these films. And if you're willing to donate at a $5,000 level, I will go and film anywhere in the contiguous United States that you choose, and at the $10,000 level, almost anywhere in the world. So, of course, we hope that you'll be inspired to donate $10,000, but any donation is greatly appreciated and is going to help us bring these experiences back home.